Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love and general reading. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the weeks of November 3rd through the 17th, 2018. So I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate. Well, hopefully they do and bring some clarity. And also, those of you that have been trying to reach me, make sure that you're always emailing me first. The 800 number, I'm not taking it down. It's just for you guys to keep for your records. And so whenever I make an announcement on YouTube that I'm taking calls, then you can call me. Don't know when that's going to be because, you know, I am working again, so it's kind of difficult, but email me for pricing. All right, you guys, central issue, heart of the matter, we have the Fool, the World, the Star, then we have the Four of Cups, Three of Swords, Ace of Swords, the Moon, and Nine of Wands. All right, so I feel like there's some major things going on for you guys for the next couple of weeks. I feel like there's something significant to the number 3 for you guys as well. Like either the 3rd or just the number 3 or 3 events before this happens or over a 3-day period. Something's happening, I feel, that is significant with the number 3. Or maybe your birthday is March, which is the 3rd month. Yeah, which is the 3rd month of the year. And also Gemini is the 3rd zodiac sign. So I don't know, for some of you, maybe you're dealing with a Gemini. I'm also getting Aquarius and Libra as well that you could be dealing with, or Pisces, such as yourself. For some of you, I'm seeing distance coming in between you and your loved one, or just distance, period. Like you have to move away, or you're starting a new life somewhere completely different. I'm seeing you getting ready to start like a complete new journey. Some of you might be newly single. You're finally embracing being single and letting go or moving on from someone here. Like you're ready to put yourself out into the universe. Like you're getting ready to test the waters, or you have tested the waters, like as far as dating, like you kind of, I feel like you kind of testing the waters, seeing how things are, putting yourself out there, being a little open, a little vulnerable. Even if it's only one particular person that you feel like you've met or have an interest in, you're kind of testing them out, seeing where things might go. But you, after testing the waters, you're like, okay, I'm plunging in now. So you're getting ready to plunge into this new adventure, this new beginning, this new person, this new job, whatever it is. I'm feeling like new. So there's something new happening for you where you're getting to experience life differently. If you're not going on a trip within the next 2 weeks, or if you're not relocating within the next 2 weeks, there is something happening at least between December 23rd and January 20th. There's something going on as far as traveling or a visitor here, especially if you're in a long distance relationship. For some of you, you might be feeling like, I give up on this long distance relationship. You're walking or turning your back on society, or you're feeling like you need to turn your back on the world. So for some of you, it could go either way. I'm getting like two different scenarios. One, you're getting ready to put yourself out there as far as dating and meeting people, and others of you are kind of going into seclusion. Like you give up, or you're like, oh, forget it. Like, I can't find, you know, the life I want or the person that I want. So you're kind of pouting. I feel like you're having like a pity party and you're kind of pouting to yourself. People are trying to reach out to you or ask you things, and you're just kind of putting up some sort of wall because you don't care anymore, because you're hiding the fact that you may not still be over an ex, or you're still going through some sort of separation or heartbreak. For some of you, you might be walking off of a job or quitting, just walking out. Like, this shit is for the birds. And you're just kind of walking away from it and turning your attention somewhere else. But yeah, I feel like, too, for some of you, you're hiding. Like, your ex might try to come back around, and you're like, no. I said no, I don't want to get back with you. I'm done with you forever, for good. So for some of you, you are really trying to let your ex know that you want nothing to do with them. Like, stay away from me. I don't care. I'm going to pretend like I don't see you calling. I'm going to pretend like I didn't see that text. I'm going to pretend like I didn't see that message that you sent me, whatever the case. So I'm feeling like you are really ignoring someone. If you are not ignoring someone, then unfortunately it's happening to you. You have tried to put yourself out there. You've tried to open up. You've tried to be vulnerable and let someone come into your world. You said, please come into my world. I'm inviting you in. And the other person is just like, I don't want to. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. This may have been 3 attempts to get someone back into your life, or someone has tried to come back into your life like at least 3 times, and it's just not happening. Someone is just like, no, go away, stay away. I said no. And someone is really putting their foot down, and they're trying to make it clear. Like, they're just trying to put it out there and just be clear about it. Like, I said, this is what I mean. I was clear about it. What part of no don't you understand? I'm feeling like someone is getting snapped on. And unfortunately, I'm almost feeling like it's happening to you. Like, you are the one trying to put yourself out there. You're trying to open up, and someone is just really cutthroat, like absolutely like done. And they're just like, what part don't you understand? What's wrong with you? And I'm seeing like, this is your card, Pisces, but I'm feeling like you are going through a period, or you may go through a period of anxiety or depression or sadness. Your emotions are taking over. And you're trying your best to cover it up, because it's like, well, damn, I still have to show my face at work, even though I just want to stay home and cry on my pillow. Or even if you're a guy, you might still be going through something. You might not necessarily want to cry on your pillow, but you still hurting, you know, and being rejected and being cut off, you know, that hurts, because you have some very deep feelings for someone. I see that you've been trying so many times to put yourself out there. You've really been trying to make that connection, but you feel like you're just being blocked, or you feel like you're just being denied. And you're like, why am I being denied? Why are things being delayed for me? So there's a need for you too, I'm seeing, to learn detachment. You need to learn detachment. Saturn is saying, I'm not going to reward you with what you want until you learn how to detach. So there's something in regards to detachment. There's some sort of spiritual lesson that you need to learn. And until you learn that, you know, it's like your desires are being delayed. Those of you that research and study astrology, I'm feeling that you really need to look to your north and south nodes, to your 12th house, and where Saturn is placed in your chart, because There's something going on in your past life. You're having to learn some sort of lesson here. People are reflections of your deep subconscious fears, or what you're experiencing is a reflection of your deep subconscious fears. I'm seeing, like, for some of you, you feel like you're in the middle of a crisis, like you're feeling like your life is in the middle of life and death, or you're feeling like I'm neither here nor there. Spiritually, those of you that are going through some sort of spiritual transformation, I feel like that is what you're feeling, like you're in a crisis, in the middle of a crisis. You're drowning, and it's like wanting help. Like, you're like, why doesn't anyone see my cry for help? Why won't this person respond to me? Why isn't this person coming back into my life? Now, if this isn't your energy, then this could very well be the other person that is feeling like they're drowning without you, or like it's a crisis not having you in their life. So it could always go the other way around, but that's the energy I'm seeing, that someone feels like it's a life or death situation and you're not listening or not responding. Someone really wants that attention, but they're being ignored, and they might even go through extremes to try to get your attention. Someone might even, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm also seeing for someone that might even call the other person up talking about, I'm gonna commit suicide, or I'm gonna kill myself if you don't come back to me. So someone is taking extreme measures to get someone's attention. And you might, go ahead and say, well, I don't want that shit on my hands. Let me talk to them, or at least get them out of this state of mind. If it isn't that person, yeah, it could be you. You might be finding yourself so desperate for attention that just know that those thoughts about suicide is just a cry for help. You don't really mean that. So there may be a need for you to really go seek some sort of professional help, or, maybe you're telling someone that you're going to commit suicide because you just really want, that's not what you want. You can't figure out what's wrong with you. You can't figure out why you're suffering. So that is your expression of it, is talking about suicidal thoughts. I'm seeing for some of you too, like you're so afraid of getting back with someone, or you're so afraid of going back to work. It's like you feel so defensive. Like, I feel like you're fearing the worst. I feel like you guys might go through some sort of anxiety for whatever reason. I don't know what this is, but it's like you're going through some sort of anxiety. You're purging up all these scary feelings. Now, spiritually, I can tell you, it's just the transit, or it's just the phase of the moon that is fucking with you. So let it pass. It's just a phase. It's not real. These fears and illusions that you're having, these fears that you're having are illusions, basically. Some of you might feel like you're being punished, or, and that's why I'm saying, look to study your astrology chart, because the answers are there. You need to understand your astrology. I'm telling you guys, when you study astrology, it's like a guidebook. It's like a survival guidebook for you. It's a way for you to help understand your situations in life, every single situation. Yeah, see, I feel like this is a phase you're going to overcome here. You need to learn how to let go or detach, or someone needs to learn how to let go of you. This is getting over, learning how to move on, learning how to adjust to being single, or if you just moved away to a different country and you feel all alone, it's just a passing phase. You're learning how to be to yourself, or learning how to detach here. For somebody, I'm seeing like there was a breakup because the other person had a fear of commitment, a fear of marriage. So someone might run off and hide, or they might have subconsciously caused a breakup because they were afraid of how deep it was getting. They were afraid of, you know, like, oh my God, this means marriage is next. So someone is subconsciously causing the relationship to break up because they're afraid of commitment here. Yeah, and I'm feeling if there isn't a breakup, someone is definitely feeling like moving on or letting go. We do have 8 of Cups and 5 of Cups coming up. So you guys, these next couple of weeks might be some heavy energies going on. It's like you're feeling ignored. There's emotional chaos I'm feeling like you're experiencing or going through, and you're going to need to heal from this. The universe is asking you to have patience with your current situation. Learn how to transform these negative energies into something positive. For some of you, I'm feeling like you are an empath, and there's a lot of energies that have been attaching themselves to you, and they want you to deliver these messages, but you don't want to. You don't want that responsibility. You're like, I don't want to be a medium. I don't want to be a channeler. I don't want to be an empath. You're being asked to work with these energies to make them in order for you to heal yourself or to protect yourself or to get some sort of positive change in your life. You're being asked to recognize this blessing or curse that you have. Some people say it's a blessing, some people say it's a curse. But I'm feeling like for some of you, all this negative stuff is because you are an empath or a channeler and you're trying to avoid this gift. You don't want any parts of it, but it's a gift that was given to you by the universe and you're being asked to work with it. It's saying you got to work with it. Listen, deliver these messages, help these people. As part of your path to help other people, help the world. This is also about helping and healing the world here. So some of you might be trying to walk away from your spiritual gift. And some of you, you've been going through so much pain because that's needed for whatever reason. It's like your pain is to help other people because you've been experienced so much pain. For some reason, that makes you a good candidate for helping society, for helping other people heal and move. And that is why, that's your answer to why you've had to suffer so much, so that you can give yourself to other people. So that through, it's almost too like you, like, I don't, because I'm not, you know, a religious person. I wasn't even raised Christian, but like that saying, Jesus died for our sins. It's almost like you're being a martyr. Like you had to take on the pain of other people. Like you volunteered to do that before you came here. You're like, let me be one who suffers. And I know you're kind of like, nah, I volunteer to do shit like that. But those of you that are very spiritual, should know what I'm talking about. Like you feel like, why is this happening to me? Why have I had to suffer so much? And for whatever reason, I don't know why, but if you notice, people who help other people on a grand scale have had to go through a lot of pain, suffering, dark night of the soul type of situations so that they could help other people. So it's kind of like just embrace that pain. And for now, you know, this isn't going to be your entire life, but for now, and everyone's life is different. So of course, this isn't going to be the same for everyone. But I feel that you are becoming a stronger person with the Strength card. This is you kind of harnessing that power and using it for your benefit some type of way, or you've become a stronger person because of all the suffering that you've gone through. And this is also the 5 of Pentacles here too. So there's a, you know, it's like you're taking on the pain and suffering of the world. Maybe you work in some type of job where that's what you do. You know, maybe you work for, what is that? Oh my God, what is it? Any type of, like FEMA or something, like you work for FEMA, or you, work for, I still can't think of that other name, those people who, go off to other countries to help other people. It's like you might be in a position where you help the underprivileged, like you are in the middle of other people's chaos, as a helper for these people. You might work at a homeless shelter, or you might work where, you know, for people who are abused. So you might work for people who have been abused, or you might work in a foster home, or be a foster parent. Something that you are doing in your life is like a blessing and a curse. You know, because you're always surrounded by other people's pain and suffering here. And you take on those energies here. If you are romantically, if this is something more personal in regards to your love life, then, you know, like I said, it's just a phase. It's not something that's going to last. There is a rainbow at the end of the tunnel here. You know, I do feel like you're going to see brighter days. If you could just get past this, if you could just hold on, you know, there is, with the Two of Cups, opportunities here for you to love again. You will find love again. And you're like, where is this love? It's like a fucking myth. It's like, it really is like trying to find that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Like, where, you know, where does the rainbow even end? Where does it begin? Where does it end? But love is not a myth. You know, it does exist, but for whatever reason, you just have to go through whatever you're going through, because I am getting a lot of heavy energy for Pisces. So that is my message. Hope it resonated. Hope I gave you some sort of clarity. Please remember to leave your comments, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys all for watching, and many blessings to you.